Live at 6 a.m. with new video just coming in of this trailer fire in National City. We can tell you that it is now out. The fire started around 4:45 this morning on Cleveland Avenue near Civic Center Drive.
Wow, you see so much smoke right there. Obviously, so much damage. We're told the trailer has been parked along that street for the past couple of days. It's not clear if anybody was living inside that trailer, but clearly a big loss to it. No injuries have been reported.
Other top story here, summer travel season. Boy, it is certainly heating up. So glad you're with us in our 6 a.m. hour. I'm Eric Connors.
And I'm Netta Ibrahimpour. Yeah, traveling south of the border right now, coming with a new warning. This can impact so many of you. This comes after the arrest of a prominent cartel leader.
CBS 8's Dana Marie McNichol live in San Ysidro with what we need to know here this morning.
Good morning, Eric and Netta. A brand new travel advisory has been put into place. It's at a level 3 out of 4, meaning serious risk. So the consulate in Mexico is really asking people to reconsider their plans. This all comes at a time when so many people have already vacation plans across the border.
Everyone's really friendly. Actually, the hospitality is pretty on point in TJ. They're actually nicer than people in San Diego. So we felt really welcome, and we'll go back again.
Now, Border Patrol says tourists are rarely the target, but the worry is that you could get caught in the crossfire of the ongoing territorial disputes. Again, an arrest of a cartel leader has raised the potential for confrontations between these criminal organizations and Mexican security forces. Now, the warning for that travel advisory is for both Tijuana and Rosarito. Mexico is, of course, concerned how this will impact tourism, so you can expect to see an increase in law enforcement. People we spoke to say they don't want fear to keep them from experiencing other parts of the world. So if you do make the trip, the State Department recommends the basics. Be aware of your surroundings and keep a low profile. 2 things to remember. Also, if you're traveling into other parts of Mexico like Cabo and you were flying, think about using the Cross-Border Express. You enter that through Otay Mesa, and it's a direct line into the Tijuana International Airport, so you don't have to cross the border and maybe take a taxi or an Uber to the airport. It's a really safe way to do that because, again, that travel advisory now sits at a level 3 risk, which is very serious. I'm Dana Marie McNichol coming to you live from San Ysidro.
An important update right there. Dana Marie, thank you for that. And new this morning, British Prime Minister Boris Johnson has agreed to resign. This comes in the wake of ethics scandals. It includes having parties during the COVID lockdown, as well as allegations of impropriety and abuse by conservative lawmakers. More than 40 ministers and aides quit his government just within the last day. Boris Johnson says he's appointed a new cabinet while he remains prime minister until a successor is chosen. Critics say he should be removed as soon as possible.
This morning, detectives say the man accused in Highland Park, Illinois parade shooting has confessed to the crime. Authorities also say he admitted he thought about a second attack that day. The 21-year-old suspect is facing 7 counts of murder. Officials say after the shooting, the suspect drove 2.5 hours to Madison, Wisconsin, where he considered shooting at another parade. He's being held without bond. And new information on the 2-year-old whose parents were killed in the Highland Park shooting. Officials say Aiden McCarthy's father, Kevin, shielded the boy with his own body. A couple found Aiden in the arms of a trembling Good Samaritan hiding in a parking garage. They took Aiden home, not knowing his parents had been killed. He is now being cared for by his grandparents. A GoFundMe page for Aiden is now close to $3 million.
Well, safety is on top of many people's minds after the recent mass shootings. And this morning, San Diego police urging you not to be afraid, but be aware. There will be large crowds, of course. Several local events will be happening this month, including this right here, San Diego Pride. Security will be at an all-time high. That's according to San Diego PD. Police are asking the public to report any red flags. And police tell us it's better to say something than to say nothing and have it lead to a tragedy. And now this morning, former Minneapolis police officer Derek Chauvin will be sentenced to 20 up to 25 years in federal prison for violating George Floyd's civil rights. It's part of a plea deal after Floyd died in police custody in May of 2020. Chauvin is already serving 22.5 years for Floyd's murder after being convicted in state court.
A bit of relief here at the pump this morning. The average price for a gallon of regular gas dropped over 3 cents overnight, but it's still huge, right? $6.15 a gallon. This is despite last week's gas tax increase of 2.8 cents per gallon in our state. Prices have decreased 22 days in a row, and this comes as the price of crude oil dropped below $100 a barrel for the first time in several months, but still $6.15 a gallon.
All right, it's shaping up to become a celebration of community. The countdown is now on to the downtown Chula Vista block party. It's going to be a big one. CBS 8's Chris Groh joining us live in Chula Vista now with what we can expect. It's all happening tomorrow. What's going on there this morning?
Yeah, Eric, Netta, a lot to celebrate, especially here in the city of Chula Vista. They really wanted to focus in on those who contributed and accomplished so many things during the pandemic. And this is really going to be the first big celebration in the city of Chula Vista since the pandemic began. So a lot of time to have fun tomorrow. And I kind of want to give you a little bit of the preview here of what you can expect. Yes, there will be plenty of craft beer, Netta, and I know that you are a big fan here. We have, of course, some of the representatives, Das Boot, you can see right there, from the Vogue Tavern. They are going to be out here. They will also have a game on, by the way. Then we have some beer here, the Pelotero from 3 Punk Brewing. And then, of course, a number of other different local vendors that will be out here. Again, sort of a celebration of Chula Vista and all of the small local businesses that make Chula Vista who that is, gives them that personality and that flair, if you will. So this will be happening again tomorrow from 4 to 9 p.m. here on 3rd Avenue. And again, a giant celebration of all of these local businesses, but also those who accomplished so much during COVID-19 and also contributed to the city. Now, I also want to point out that a lot of people are very, very excited for the Padres this year, and obviously they're paying attention to each and every game. Netta, I know that you've been sitting there looking at the standings. We know that they'll be playing the Giants division rival this weekend. Well, don't you worry. Not only will they be unveiling the City Connect jerseys this weekend, but here at the block party, that'll be a part of it as well, too. In fact, I've already seen someone who's got one on. They are rocking that City Connect jersey for the Padres, and then the game will be on at so many of these bars and restaurants. So plenty of ample opportunity to see how the Padres are beating the Giants, if it's going to be 5-0 by the 5th inning or it will be 6-0. We'll see. But it will be an exciting time down here at 3rd Avenue. Eric and Netta?
Yeah, those City Connect jerseys are pretty cool. I was at Dick's the other day looking to pick one up.
Yeah.
I was debating, do I go with the brown and gold?
Netta looks really good in one.
Yeah.
I will say, okay,
Netta looks really good
of all the City Connect jerseys, even over the Giants, those look the best. Padres did it well. I think they look awesome.
She admitted the Padres are better on the Giants on something, Chris.
What is the jerseys? No, the Padres are beating the Giants right now. I know.
How about you change your profile picture to you in the Padres City Connect jersey
So my
if the
husband
Padres
could be like,
win the series?
I think Chris might have had a sip of the beer there, I think. I don't know, after that idea, I think. Sampling some of the products there. Yeah, there it is. It's empty. All right, thanks, Chris.
Don't touch that Das Boot. Put that down. Thank you, Chris.
Chris had that pronunciation.
You might get a kick. You might get a kick of the Das Boot.
Well, good morning to you at 6:09. A cloudy start to the day. Maybe wait a couple hours before you start drinking the beer out there. Hey, but honestly, we know what San Diego's like. We always talk about how even when we have inclement weather out there, we tend to see many, many people along the coastline. Nothing stops San Diegans from enjoying the beach as we especially head through the summer months right now. Despite that marine layer joining us yet again this morning. Now, it's not quite as impactful today, and it likely will decrease in its intensity over the next several mornings. That means between now and the upcoming weekend, we'll have fewer clouds along the immediate coastline. That marine layer will be more shallow, and we'll likely see it pull back quicker in the day, yielding sunshine before 9 and 10 a.m. as opposed to yesterday, where we barely even saw that sun along the coast before noon or so. So the clouds hung out with us for quite a while yesterday. This afternoon, we're going to continue on a warming trend with a ridge of high pressure building overhead. That means that your coastline stays mostly moderate, but in the mid 70s. Inland valleys is where we see the biggest climb in temperatures. 84 this afternoon compared to the upper 70s yesterday. 83 across the mountains and 107 for the deserts. Clouds join us along the coast and inland, but the mountains and deserts have already a lot of sunshine to talk about. When you look at the county map and talk about where we are right now, we're really mild overall. A lot of 60s on the screen, couple 50s to note. Ramona, for example, at 54 degrees, Poway at 62, and Carlsbad at 64 degrees as we start off the morning. Temperatures keep climbing with this ridge of high pressure overhead between now and Sunday. Sunday will likely be the day of peak heat, especially inland, where we're going to jump into the mid-90s, and then we'll start to cool down as we head into the beginning of next week. View outside has been gorgeous. I mean, that sunrise was at 5:47, so just under a half hour ago, and it has been very generous to us. So beautiful views outside. Get outside, take a deep breath of the fresh air out there. Marine layer is going to pull back in the next couple hours. Not doing too bad. Sunset will be at 8 p.m. Let's talk about traffic. So far, just want to take you to one closure that's going to be taking place over the course of the evening hours. This starts at 9 p.m. today, continues through Friday, tomorrow at 5 a.m. So it's a 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. stretch where the northbound 5 to 8 eastbound connector is going to be closed. That means if you're headed north on the 5 and you're trying to get onto the 8 east, you're not going to be able to do so. Construction crews are going to be on scene. They're working on renovating that area. So expect delays, and you're likely going to have to take either the exit and then connect onto the 8, or continue on farther north and then do the same. So again, that's going to be tonight at 9 p.m. where this starts, continuing through Friday at 5 a.m. that northbound connector from the 5 to the 8 eastbound.